Hey guys. Sorry if I'm going to look a little bit odd because I'm not wearing my glasses. I don't really know where they are right now. They might be downstairs, but I'm just too lazy to go get them. But anyway, I have a book review for you guys today. I want to review The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I really should have done this right when I, right when I finished reading it, but for some reason I didn't. And so some of the stuff is going to be not as fresh on my mind, I guess, but this book was amazing. It was so good, you guys. 5 out of 5. It was awesome. And one of the things that really enhanced the reading experience for me is I read it with one of my best friends, and he loved it just as much as I did, and we would text each other and be like, oh my gosh, have you gotten to this part? Oh, whoa, and it was really cool. I'm gonna try to make this spoiler free, but yeah. Okay, so this is going to be as spoiler free as possible. So basically, I'm mostly only going to talk about the characters. But basically, this book is about two competing magicians who have, well, actually, technically 4 competing magicians. It starts out where you meet a magician called Prospero the something, I don't know, but his name is Prospero, or that's his stage name. And you meet him, and he finds out he has a daughter. That's within the first chapter. You find out he has a daughter, and she is called Celia. And I think she's called Cecilia. I want to say, yeah. And she has magical abilities, I guess because she's his daughter. But her abilities, I don't want to say exceed his, because she's only 6 years old, but her natural talent is stronger than his. So, he decides to basically use her because he's not a good human being. So he decides to use her for a competition that he's going to have with this other really good famous magician called Alexander. He's also known as the Man in the Gray Suit. And so he tells Alexander, okay, you pick your person. So then Alexander goes and picks up a young boy from an orphanage who he believes has the potential for great magic as well. And that little boy's name is Marco. And you see Marco and Cecilia grow up in separate environments, separate magical environments, or not separate magical environments, but they both learn magic through very separate schools of thought, I'll say. Alexander and Prospero have 2 very different sets of ideals when it comes to magic and the use of it and how to control it and what to do with it, all that kind of stuff. And it's really cool seeing that, seeing the different approaches to it, and every character in this is just so great. And then once these 2 are older, I think they're I want to say they're 18 and 21 or so when this happens, but they both by different means, I guess, come into contact with the group of people who are forming the Night Circus. And it is a circus that is only open at night, and Celia and Marco both play drastically different roles to do with the night circus, but I don't know, it's hard to explain without giving stuff away at this point. So I'm not going to say anything more, but they both end up having separate things to do with the night circus, and this is also when you meet all of the different new people who have to do with the night circus, like, who don't have anything to do with the competition between Celia and Marco. Or Celia? It's not Cecilia, I think it's just Celia. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting this messed up, and I just read this at the beginning of the month. You guys, I'm terrible at this. But anyway, like, these characters don't have anything to do with their competition. They only have to do with the night circus, and these characters are just so great. Like, I don't want to say too much because I'm afraid of giving stuff away, but if you... I don't even know what to say here. Just read it. Like, read it for the characters alone. Even if you don't like the idea of the plot, just read it for the characters, because the characters, each character is so unique in their own way, and they're awesome. And my two favorites are definitely Celia and Marco. They're amazing, and Marco, I think, is one of my favorite, like, fictional men that I have ever read about. He's amazing. So, okay, I don't want to say any more because I'm afraid of, like, spoiling the ending and stuff, but it was amazing. Like, it was so good. So yes, read it. It's amazing. It's wonderful. Okay, so I know that most of that was just rambling, and I'm sorry, but I didn't know, like, what to say without giving it away. But basically, I feel like I've given you guys, like, a good enough plot without giving away what happens, really, and also good insight into how awesome these characters are. So, yes, please go read it. And if you have read it, and you agree with my opinions, or you want to talk more about spoiler stuff, comment down below, and, like, don't put spoilers in the comments, but, like, just be like, oh yes, I want to private message you and talk about this because it was awesome, or something, because that's fine. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Sorry this was kind of a rambly review, but yeah. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed to my channel. Bye guys!